Good day everyone, and especially to Ma'am Afifa. So good day, Ma'am. So in this presentation, I will present the importance of the lessons from 5, 6, and 7. So first is the lesson 5. Here in the lesson 5, we have activity 1, and which is the communication in a world of diversity. So why is diversity is so important? Diversity, the concept of understanding that each individual is unique and that each of our individual differences share a purpose in society. Unfortunately, diversity has not always been embraced. But as we continue to grow as a society, we are starting to see the importance of bringing differences, races, nationalities, religions, and sexes together as one team and community. And doing so holds a number of advantages for communities and groups. Let's take a look at three major benefits that come along with diversity. So first is the diversity drives creativity and innovation. Every culture, every nationality, every single person sees the world in a different way. Similarly, every culture, nationality, and person has different knowledge, perspectives, and points of view. When all of these different views are shared together, miracles can happen. Think about it. How do you learn? In order for us to learn something new, we need to be taught by someone who already has that knowledge and experience. If our teacher throughout school didn't have any different knowledge and experience than us, then we would never learn anything from them. The same goes for different cultures and backgrounds. If everyone was exactly the same, no one would ever learn anything because there would be no knowledge to teach. But because this is not the case, we can all learn something by listening to people with different experiences, perspectives, and backgrounds than us. And when we learn something new, we might just spark a sense of creativity within ourselves. Remember, two brains are better than one, and the more diverse we are, the more we have to learn from each other. And the second one is the higher rates of productivity and performance. Studies have actually shown that organizations that promote diversity and inclusion are happier and more productive than ones who don't. Why? Because having a more diverse group of people means you will have more diverse set of skills. Again, this goes back to individual differences. No two people are the same and no two people have the same skill set. What one person lacks in skill, another may prove to be an expert at. And when we put all of our skills together, we can get more done, period. Imagine the kinds of ideas 30 different people from different culture, backgrounds, races, religions, and sexes could come up with improving the community. So the third one is the personal growth. Diversity is an awesome way for us to explore our inner curiosities. It gives us the opportunity to live outside of our comfort zone, enhance our learning, and develop an overall sense of personal growth. How? In order to progress in our own personal development, we must take the time to ask questions and learn about various topics. The more diverse our social group, the more we have to learn. Embracing different cultures can help you to learn new languages, explore new traditions, and gain valuable insights. Visit China and you may learn how to explore your spiritual side. Visit Italy and you may have the opportunity to indulge in new culinary experiences. visit utopia, and you may learn to thankful for the things you have. Every new country and every new person can bring you different insights and progress your personal development if you are willing to explore and listen. Diversity should be at the very least be a respect of differences among people, allowing for all to have their voices heard. Diversity is an important practice for mankind as our differences makes the world go round and makes us who we are. The diversity in our demography in the whole world, especially in the Philippine diversity, it is how really powerful in order to follow this way for improving our community in the Philippines. The diversity is the reason why each of country has a moral and acceptance in principle. Respecting respecting all races, beliefs and values as long as the beliefs do not bring harm to others. Diversity within a community can be defined as the coming together of people from different backgrounds. To form a group, it plays an important role in the learning community by bringing in different perspectives and creating a realistic reflection of society, especially in the present day. Next is the activity 2, in which is the so next activity is the activity number 2. The title of this activity number 2 is Communication in Various and Multicultural Contexts. Overview. This lesson is about the communication in various and multicultural contexts. This lesson talks about verbal messages with intended and unintended meanings. These lessons talk about verbal message with intended and unintended meanings. Learning a foreign language, discussing translation, ambiguity, and nonverbal messages. These are all about multicultural communication. So verbal messages are spoken communication that entails one or more words. This can be intended and unintended verbal messages. So learning a foreign language cannot be so easy because one is faced with translation ambiguities. Literal translation often makes meanings lost in the process. It occurs when a word in one language can be translated in more than one way. It comes from several sources of within language ambiguity, including lexical ambiguity, polysemy, and near synonymy. Nonverbal messages occur without words, which is continuous. It is a body language and environmental context involved in any communication. It is not what is said, these words, but how it's said and expressed. There are many types of nonverbal communication like eye contact, hand movements, facial expression, touch, gesture, and etc. So about communication and how we can communicate. Communication is the act of transferring or exchanging information from one place, person, or group of people to another. In other words, it means sharing information or ideas by talking, by writing, and receiving information by listening or reading. It is important to sharing out one's thoughts and feelings to live a fuller and happier life. The more we communicate, the less we suffer and the better we feel about everything around. So next activity, next lesson is the lesson 6, and we have here the informative, persuasive, and argumentative communication. So the informative speech aims to inform the audience about a specific topic. A persuasive speech aims to persuade the audience to perform a certain action or convenience the audience to adopt the belief or opinion of the speaker. And argumentative speech provide the author point of view. So we have the last lesson, and it is the lesson 7. We have here activity 1 titled concept grounding. Lesson 7, public speaking. So how is public speaking important? So important of public speaking, it is allows us to form connection, influence decision, and motivate change. Without communication skills, the ability to progress in the working world and in life itself would be nearly impossible. Public speaking is one of the most important and most dreaded forms of communication. And that's all for this video. Thank you.